You are 16 years old and you just broke into your first computer. It belongs to your school. You didn't do it for money. You did it because a teacher said you weren't smart enough for the advanced class. You change nothing. You delete nothing. You just look. Grades, schedules. The letter that decided your future, sitting in a folder anyone could open, if they only knew how. And in that moment, staring at a system that thinks you don't exist, you feel something you've never felt before. Power. This is your life as a hacker, at every level. Level 1. The outsider. You live in a small apartment with your mother. She works 2 jobs and still comes home smiling, and you hate how tired the smile looks. You have a second-hand laptop with a cracked screen and a fan that screams when it thinks. While other kids play games, you learn how games are built. You read forums at 3 in the morning. You teach yourself code the way other people teach themselves guitar. Badly at first, then obsessively. You fail 100 times a night, and every failure teaches you something school never did, that you can learn anything if nobody is watching. Nobody at school knows what you can do. You like it that way. Being underestimated is the first tool you ever own. You promise yourself one thing, quietly. One day, the tired smile gets to rest. Level 2. The Lurker. You find the hidden forums, the real ones, 3 layers below the internet your classmates use. You don't post, you watch. You learn the rules of a world that has no rules written down. Never use your real name. Never brag. Never trust anyone who asks too many questions. You pick a handle. Vex. It means nothing. That's the point. For a year you are a ghost in a room full of ghosts, learning who is brilliant and who is pretending. Then one night, someone posts a challenge, a locked file, a prize nobody names. 94 people try to open it. You are the 95th. You are also the first to succeed. It takes you 11 hours and you forget to eat. A private message arrives before you even post the answer. 2 words. Nice work. Level 3. The first breach. The message is from a man who calls himself Cypher. He talks to you like an equal, and you are 17, and nobody has ever done that. He gives you small jobs. Test this website. Find the weak point. Report back. He pays you in cryptocurrency. Your first payment is $80. You stare at it for an hour. Money from a screen, for thinking. Then one job is different. Cypher asks you to go inside a company's network. Not test it, enter it, copy one file and leave. You sit with the cursor blinking for a long time. You know what this is. You know it's a line. And you know lines only matter before you cross them. You cross it anyway. 7 minutes. In and out. You tell yourself it's just once. That is the first lie of your career, and it's the one you tell yourself. Level 4. The ghost. It is not just once. You are 19 now. You work at night and sleep through morning classes until there are no more morning classes. You are good. Frighteningly good. Companies pay ransoms without ever knowing your name. You buy nothing flashy. No cars, no watches. That's how people get caught. And you have studied every hacker who ever got caught the way generals study lost wars. You pay off your mother's debts through a story about a scholarship. She cries at the kitchen table and tells the neighbors her son is going to be somebody. You watch her and feel proud and sick at the same time, and you learn the 2 feelings can live in the same breath. This is the part they don't tell you. The money is easy, the lying is heavy, and it gets heavier every time she says she's proud. Level 5. The crew. Cypher invites you in. A crew of 5. You never meet them. You know them only as handles on a screen. A woman in Prague who speaks 4 languages and trusts nobody. A kid in Seoul who never sleeps. Together you take contracts you could never take alone. Banks test their own defenses against people like you and lose. Your cut from one job is more than your mother makes in a year, and it lands in an account that doesn't officially exist. Cypher tells you that you're the best he's found in a decade. You believe him. You spend your days finding the flaw in every system on Earth, and you never once test the man who found you. Trust is the one system you never learn to break. Remember that. It matters later. Level 6. The Specialist. You are 23. You have a specialty now. Getting in without leaving a trace. No signature, no fingerprints, no proof you were ever there except the silence you leave behind. In your world, you are becoming a name. A story told to frighten security teams. People say Vex can walk through walls. Then comes the night that makes the legend true. A shipping conglomerate across the ocean, guarded by the best security firm in Europe. You go in at midnight, alone. 4 hours inside. You move $40 million through 11 accounts before sunrise, and you leave their logs cleaner than you found them. The company never files a report, because admitting you exist is worse than the loss. In the morning, the world agrees that nothing happened. Only you know. You should feel invincible. Instead, you notice something new. You check the locks on your door twice. You sit facing exits. You watch strangers a second too long, wondering who sent them. Power, you are learning, is just fear wearing better clothes. And yours are getting very expensive. Level 7. The Wanted. There is a folder with your handle on it now, in a building in Washington. You know because you've seen it. You went looking, which is either the bravest or the stupidest thing you've ever done. 3 agencies, 2 countries, a task force with a budget and a whiteboard with your handles circled in red. They don't know your face. They don't know your name. But they are patient and they are paid to be, and patience is the one exploit that works on everyone. Cypher says it's a badge of honor. He sounds almost pleased. You say nothing. That night you write a letter to your mother, explaining everything, every lie in order. Then you burn it in the sink and watch the smoke curl. Some confessions are rehearsals. You are starting to rehearse. Level 8. The Betrayal. The biggest job of your life. A vault of data worth more than either of you says out loud. You plan for 3 months. You get in. You do your part perfectly, the way you always do. And then the door closes behind you. The system fights back in ways it shouldn't know how to. It anticipates you. It moves like something that has read your diary. Someone gave them your playbook, your patterns, your signature. Only one person ever knew all 3. You get out with 11 seconds to spare, heart slamming, hands steady out of pure habit, and you sit in the dark with one certainty settling over you like snow. Cypher sold you. The best in a decade was never a compliment. It was an appraisal. You were inventory. You just didn't know the sale date. Level 9. The Fall. They take you at dawn, 3 weeks later. Not with a raid, with a knock, which is somehow worse. They didn't need to chase you. Cypher gave them everything. They were just finishing the paperwork. The agent across the table is younger than you expected, and she doesn't raise her voice because she doesn't need to. She slides a folder toward you. Everything is in it. Years of your life, printed and numbered and stapled. Exhibits. That's what your genius is called now. You are facing 2 decades. You think about your mother finding out from a news van on her lawn. Then the agent makes an offer. Names for years. The crew flashes through your mind. Prague, Seoul. People who never sold you. And then the one who did. You give them one name. Just one. The right one. She asks if you're sure. You've never been more sure of anything. Level 10. The other side. The deal is strange to say out loud. You serve 18 months in a low-security facility where the librarian likes you. Then you serve the government. The same building that hunted you now gives you a badge with your real name on it, and your real name feels like a costume for the first week. Your first day, you find 4 holes in their system before lunch. By the end of the month, they stop double-checking your work. It's the first honest work you've ever done, and here is the secret nobody warned you about. It feels the same. The same puzzle, the same locked door, the same rush when it opens. It was never the crime you loved. It was the door opening. You just spent 10 years confused about which side of it you belonged on. Level 11. The Architect. You are 34. Your company protects the same banks you once emptied. They know exactly who you were. That's why they pay you, and they pay you more than the crime ever did, which is the joke you never tell at conferences. Reformed thieves make the best locksmiths. You hire kids who remind you of you. Brilliant, broke, one bad decision away from a folder with their name on it. You find them on the same forums where Cypher found you, and you offer them the thing he only pretended to offer. A way in that isn't a trap. Real money, real names, daylight. One of them, the sharpest one, asks why you left the other side. You tell her the truth. Nobody leaves. You just change what you break. She writes it down. You pretend not to notice. Level 12. The Legend. You are 41 when they finally catch Cypher. Your systems are the ones that find him. 20 years of running ended by the student he sold. You could bury him. Everyone expects you to. Instead, you sit across the glass and make him the same offer the agent once made you. Names for years. A door instead of a wall. He asks why. You tell him the truth. Because someone has to break the cycle, and it might as well be the man who started yours. That night, a message arrives from an account with no name. Prague. 2 words. Nice work. Your mother lives in a house you bought with clean money, and she knows everything now, all of it, in order. She says she's proud, and this time you can hold it without it burning. Tonight, somewhere, a 16-year-old is staring at a locked screen, deciding who to become. You know, because you check. Some doors you keep watch over forever.